in a way, we feel like we must be dreaming because we open our eyes and see LaBlanche's logo and think, oh, have we really got an hour of LaBlanche goodies and a one-day special?
We've got
so
more than an hour.
It's good. More than an hour, you're right, Leonie, because this is the launch of a one-day special. We've got this hour now, but get in early. I think we always say that with LaBlanche.
And I think it's with LaBlanche as well, because we've got so many new todays. We're not showing you all the new todays in this hour because there's so much. And it's not just the new todays. If you've missed any of the other shows previously, it might be stuff that you haven't seen. Some of the stamps are amazing. So you definitely check out the website.
Yeah, so detailed. Also, comments on Leonie's hair. Isn't it lovely? So studio@hochanda.com to give a big thumbs up to lovely Leonie's new haircut.
I had my roots done.
It's beautiful. Obviously, you've had a trim as well. So
had a bit of a trim.
Yeah, looking good. Looking good for the summer. Good colour to you as well.
It's smudged, apparently.
Yeah. Is it? All right, okay. All right. Is that how it's described? I'm not sure. We're really happy about our one-day special, but it doesn't just begin and end there, does it, Leonie? No. As you've already said, there's so much on the show to jump forward to. The decoupage papers, oh my goodness, that's a hot tip of yours, isn't it?
They are so cool. But yeah, the one-day special is phenomenal. And it is that price. I mean, you have got some beautiful moulds. So if we start at the top, so first of all, the detail of these. So you've got all these fantastic cogs. The small ones are amazing.
Still just as detailed as the big ones,
they come out so well. So you've got the beautiful cogs. Obviously, if you're thinking steampunk, amazing. The next one, now these are so cool. Those flourishes are beautiful. They're so detailed. And I like that you're getting left and rights in some of them, but absolutely exquisite. Then moving down, so first of all, we've got some leaves. This is beautiful because you've got that kind of maple leaf, and I love again how teeny tiny some of these are. Absolutely, you've got detail for the whole leaf, and it's so nice having the full collection. You've then got in the centre, now that is beautiful. It's a big flourish, and you can see the little end bits, so they'll actually sort of come off the flourish, if you will, for want of a better word. So it drops down. So it's almost like a swag, you know, the beautiful swags you get with the tails coming down.
Understood,
it looks
with
like
the curves
that.
And the ornamental
Absolutely.
Detail.
So next we've got more gorgeous leaves. Again, different styles, but these are so handy. How many times do you need leaves? You know, we've got some gorgeous flowers. I do believe there might be tomorrow, watch out for those. So making your own leaves, whether it be air dried clay, whether it be it could be any of your, it might be hot glue, it might be some of your gel mediums. But anyway, so we've got the beautiful leaves. We've then got at the bottom now, I am loving both of these at the bottom.
Set,
you have got, first of all, you've got those birdhouses. The birdhouses are cool, and in there, them little teeny tiny birds are seriously detailed. That one is cool. That's one of my favourites. Is the birdhouse.
The bird in flight.
You've got so many different birdhouses, and then you've got the bath as well. But my favourite is this one now. This last one, the flourish. The flourish is divine. That is such a beautiful, beautiful.
For picking up your gilding waxes,
and
just distressing, dusting your ink over the top.
It's a
nice
really big flourish.
Did you want to show these or save them for later?
I will show these definitely.
All right. This is what we mean by the detail. So when you mention the detail on those flourishes as well, this is how they've come out.
Now that top one, that is done with resin. So obviously it's dried, it is a clear resin. I haven't bothered painting it because I thought I'd show it you as it is, but I've showed you some other ones. You've got the flourishes. I mean, look at the detail of these. That is just absolutely, isn't that exquisite?
It's just lovely.
And that is such a small design, but look at that. Isn't it amazing? I mean, these are such nice moulds, ridiculously easy to use as well. So you've got all those wonderful designs. See, that's the swag.
The one. That's what you're saying about the swag.
Isn't that superb? Look at the detail. Look at all the little flowers in there.
Finish on it, the depth to it as well.
It's phenomenal. And then I'll hold this one up for you.
I'll take that one.
Now, thank you, Matt.
That's all right.
Now, the top. I know these don't look amazing at the top, right? These ones. But what this is, so that is my, which one with that one? I've got all my pots over there. I'll tell you when I get over there because then I can show you what these are. So this is just different mediums, but look at the detail. detail, even the teeny tiny ones. Look, you can still see the veins in the teeny tiny leaves.
And the sort of dimples on the leaf as well.
They are magnificent.
Loving
so you've
the
got your
maple
two
leaves just
different,
beneath that.
yeah, aren't they beautiful?
Sorry to skip ahead. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So you've got your maple leaves, you've then got your cogs. Obviously, I haven't put every leaf on here because, well, time to act.
Yeah. We get an
Look
example.
at the detail of the birds.
The birdhouses. Yeah, you said about the detail of the bird in flight as well. Look at that. Look at the feathers.
That's mad, isn't it? Isn't that mad that it's so detailed? You can see the feathers. I mean, sorry, you probably can't see it probably because I'm wobbling away.
No, you can. You can get a really good view of the eye and the feathers on the one on the right and the branch, the one on the left is in flight.
Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. And then, of course, you've got all your bird houses as well. And I love how different. I love this one at the end, the little one saying home. Aren't they fab?
What have you used for those as well? Because I know you've used different mediums for the ones on the top left, but have you gone, is it air dry?
I will show you when I get over there some of the other mediums that I've used.
Right.
I'll go through the mediums when we get to demo.
10% gone already in 5 minutes, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
It's like really, it's off the scale.
Because how much does it work out per mould?
Right, okay, so it's £19 off. It would normally be £62.99. We've got a selection of moulds for you. There's 2 on the top row. There are the ones on the second row as well. It's normally working out at £6.28 now.
Wow.
£6.28 a mould on your one-day special.
See, that is
normally
good.
you'd be paying £19 more than that. It's good.
Isn't that fabulous? If you love the stamps, we've got those on the show. As ever, I have to go say a massive thank you to LaBlanche and the team because they provide some beautiful samples. I love this. Again, the stamps we've got on the show, which look incredible. I love this that they've sent, though. Look, LaBlanche send these to us. Isn't that magnificent?
That is good.
Look at the work they put into that. Doesn't that look amazing?
Imagine a couple of dried flowers with stems sticking out the top of that, or some thistles or something.
Imagine selling that. Imagine upcycling and then selling.
That's
just
nice.
Magnificent. We've got loads of finished samples, obviously loads of demos, but yeah, I would definitely check your baskets out on that one.
It's thanks to the size of that mould as well. The fact that you got the 7 moulds, a variety of different sizes here. Everything from the diddiest little bird to the smaller cogs, to the larger cogs, the flourishes, all the way up to that largest flourish that you just saw on that lovely bell jar. It's all go. It's amazing. 66 different elements and forms you'll be able to create with these 7 different moulds. It's a phenomenal offer, really is. $6.28 a mould at the moment. This is really, really good value. And also some flexi buy so you can spread the cost. If you're loving that image there of the sofa and things like that, then stay tuned because we've got the decoupage papers and even the ephemera cards to come as well. But that sofa's in the decoupage paper set. So 871877 to order the one-day special. It's going. We already said 10% had gone in 5 minutes. It's genuinely busy out there, and we do experience sellouts, don't we? Sometimes on launch day with LaBlanche.
LaBlanche is always so busy, always so busy. Okay. I love it because with LaBlanche, they give us so much. This is amazing. Can I show you? Can I show you before anything?
Oh, yes.
Look at these. Look at that. Look at that.
Detailed.
How cool. Sorry about my fingers. Obviously, I've been crafting. How cool is that?
Nice. That is nice.
Isn't that amazing? Look at this. Look at this.
The detail, honestly, when they bring us these metal embellishments.
I mean, aren't these phenomenal?
It's a different level.
Look at that.
With LaBlanche.
I just think these are so cute. Yeah. I adore these. Yeah. So you've got all these fantastic little embellishments. Look.
Oh, look at the detailing on that as well.
Absolutely stunning. So you've got all your phenomenal embellishments. How many embellishments do we get? 39. Amazing. And then. So you've got
9 of these, then you've got your ephemera as well.
Absolutely. This is actually, you've got one of these and it's got 9 elements on it. So they're your little cards. I love these because they make wonderful little toppers. This is so cool. It is so LaBlanche. You know, it's got that wonderful colour palette. It's got a stupid price.
The price is ridiculous. By the way, everything's on an 8-day wait. It's an 8-day delivery date. Sorry, I would have told you that sooner. It's just been so busy. I haven't got a chance. 8 days extended delivery because it's coming from Germany, but that's cool. It's okay. I mean, look at the price. Even full price, $21.99. You would wonder how they're getting such good quality to you at $21.99, let alone with a £6 saving. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Look at this. Is this not beautiful?
Yeah.
What I love about this is just how different it is. You know, you've got all the fantastic little toadstools and mushrooms. You've got all the beautiful foliage in here. But again, it is just typical LaBlanche. It's got that wonderful vintage look to it. Really, really pretty. I adore these, where it's so easy to make a card if you want. But these do look absolutely stunning when you put them in a frame, which again is something LaBlanche and the team really, really, you know, they excel at, quite frankly.
Journaling, box making, home decor, card making. You know, upcycling of frames. I mean, these are going. We're absolutely mad for this one. On at $15.99, extended delivery, almost 20% gone. And then you're getting all of these ephemera sheets as well. 9 sheets.
Double-sided. I love these. I love the imagery that they put on these, because it's so, again, it is so vintage.
Lovely colours. The alternative actually with the toadstools, that is actually really,
isn't it?
You know what? I like the differences that you get with LaBlanche.
I just love how it's almost really random but super cool. You know, and again, there's so many ways of using these. I mean, the imagery they put on is just fabulous. I will show you some at cards because it is really, really, really busy. So the LaBlanche again have sent so many incredible cards.
Yeah, thanks to the team.
So thank you so much. They are absolutely fabulous. I mean, aren't they just brilliant? I love it.
Very different.
And I love the colour palette. You know, that really
Sepias,
vintage,
vintage pinks.
I need to show you some of this. Look at these.
Oh yeah.
These are amazing.
Look at that. It's an upcycled jar.
How good is that? That does not look like paper, does it?
No, not at all.
Isn't that just cool?
The way it's been shaped.
Then if I just twist it round, look, you can see how it's been shaped. Let me show you another one of these, because they've done a few of these. I'll show you that one.
I mean, that probably had sausages in it before, that jar, or pickles or something.
Maybe.
You know, you never know.
Maybe a bit of pickled cabbage.
Yeah, maybe some pickled cabbage.
I love red cabbage.
Oh, pickled cabbage. Oh.
I've just literally thrown a jar away like this. I'm going to dig it out at bin. I just think that is amazing. Absolutely, the recycling bin. Oh, of course.
Obs. You know. Goes without anything in the black bin these days. Nothing goes in the black bin these days.
Have to, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's pretty. It does well, doesn't it, black bin? But anyway, look, this is what we expect from LaBlanche, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Because the box frames are always amazing. And I love this kit. It's so cool, so different.
Just slow down. You know, seriously, we won't have enough to go around this evening, because you better definitely get your skates on and getting this one at $15.99. And you know, when someone on the TV says, "Get your skates on and buy this," you think to yourself, I think anyway, "I'll jolly well get my skates on when I want, thank you very much." Well, actually, it's gonna go. So seriously, I would get it. 222-267. I wouldn't say something as annoying as that if I didn't honestly think it was gonna go.
And it is annoying.
Totally it is. You know.
I mean, it proper. Tap dancing on my last nerve.
Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, that's a good one, isn't it?
That's good in that,
That's a stamp, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of my
So
stamps.
this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted to show at the beginning of the show. When we were prepping our show about an hour ago, you said, "I want to show a few things, but definitely the Decoupage Papers."
Now, these are really different. So I got a note from LaBlanche, thank you, to tell me how to use these, because they're different. These you can saturate in water. And then put them on your surface.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's really different, isn't it? I will be demonstrating. The imagery is beautiful. These are big sheets. I mean, have a look at that. These are massive sheets. Obviously, you can cut them up. Obviously, you don't need to use the full thing. Of course, with something like this, because of the imagery, you can build up on it, you can colour tint it, you can do so much with it. I absolutely adore these. That's one of my favourites. I love the look. It looks like houses but made out of books. I just think, and there's the settee. These have got I've forgotten who they remind me of. Let me show that one as well. Look at that. Who do they remind me of? Salvador Dali.
Oh, okay, Dali. The
they
sort
remind
of
because
sort of strange,
the
abstract.
The strange, because they've got a really unusual. I mean, I need to get these as well. Hold on. They've got a really unusual look to some of these. Some of them don't, obviously. I mean, this doesn't. But look at that.
Yeah, the layering on that.
That is so cool. If you're into your steampunk, can you get that one?
You're well away with these if you are. Look at
one.
these ones with the emerald greens and the sort of the tones on this particular one. Look at that. And the car, look at as it tilts down, the car at the bottom. If you've seen Gatsby with DiCaprio, you've got that. DiCaprio, sorry.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
You've got that. I mean, that car just reminds me of that.
I love the top one as well.
Look at the chair.
Yeah. See, now that reminds me of Salvador Dali. That one is, a bit Alice in Wonderland. This one reminds me of, like, I don't know, a weird Hitchcock film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where,
definitely. A film poster. The name of the film could be up here.
Yeah.
And you could have the review down here going, terrifying, The Times, 5 stars.
Because it could be birds, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you will need to get it to almost 30% of the stock is gone.
I'll definitely demonstrate
this.
Obviously, the first demo will have to be the one-day special, but I will definitely demonstrate this on the second one. They're a really nice big image, and I'll show you what I've actually done. So that I haven't done this. I said I haven't. LaBlanche have done this, the team. There isn't any names, otherwise I would definitely give names, because those finished samples are always absolutely beautiful. Yeah. If you love the Crackle Glaze, we've got Crackle Glaze on the show.
You can see your Dali coming in there again. Look,
amazing, isn't that amazing? Stuck
in suitcases, you're like, what?
It's so cool. Different, really different.
I'll take these two from you.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Aren't they beautiful? And again, you can embellish them with the embellishments we've got on today. We've got some amazing stencils on today. We've got flowers coming up tomorrow. I love that. I just think that's so cool. But please check your baskets out on those.
Yeah, you're going to love these. I mean, seriously, there's a reason why we wanted to make sure that you saw them now. The price, don't look at the price. You'll turn to stone.
I never look at the prices.
No,
I am really bad. Really
you don't have to.
I'm terrible. When I get my stuff, I just get all this stuff. I know. I get sent all this stuff, and I get the sheet to tell me the prices, tell me the order, and that's the one thing I kind of forget to look at. And now, 10 quid.
It's like a yeah.
And if you're making to sell, you can make some big projects with this. Definitely,
and take little bits, make them go really far. I'm interested by this. I'll drench them in water and then use them thing. So we'll look forward to seeing that. Extended delivery and everything, because it's 8 days. It's coming from Germany. I believe LaBlanche based in Berlin, actually, out of interest. So you might want to look them up. 124. Oh, is it Cologne? I do apologise. So 124180 to order now. Queues on the phone, obviously, but order now or on the website if you want to avoid those. There is so much more to see, isn't there, Leonie? Definitely have a look at the website. But we want to show you this video of finished examples, and it's like an array. It's like a smorgasbord of examples that you could make using LaBlanche goodies. Oh, some nice examples on that. Some of them you'll recognise from things we've already seen on the show, but others just to give you a flavour of what you'll be making and inspiration using LaBlanche papers, stamps and moulds as well. We're over 20% of the stock gone on our moulds already. You've got 66 different images in those moulds, and you're getting 7 moulds in that one-day special. Normally they'd be £62.99, but they're working out around about £7.20 something per mould, because you're getting £19 off today. Ordering online is the quickest way of getting what you want today. But thank you so much for tuning in to see what Leonie wants to do with these as well.
Indeed. So first of all, they are are super flexible.
Okay.
Which is brilliant because obviously then you can easily get everything out. You can see how chunky and thick they are as well. Silicone, so they're going to take their heat. They're going to, you know, you can clean them up easy. All your mediums just peel off really easily as well. So the different products I've used with them, I have used, so on that board, I've used that in it. I've used this in it, so I'm going to show you all the different products that I've used in it. Okay, I've used that in it,
so
I've used that in it.
We know that. We know the glitter paste from Pentart. We know that well.
So
the
I've
gel
used
paste,
all of these. I've used resin, and then I've used resin and air dry clay. Okay. This is, I mean, that's an experiment.
Yeah.
But they've all worked in the moulds. So have a play, have an experiment, because obviously your different products will give you different effects. But to know that you can use them with so many different products is amazing. And that was, so at the top of the board, I mean, it doesn't look brilliant because I haven't painted them and they're clear. So it looks a bit gross, really. And I'll squeeze my ink, I mean, glue. I mean, I'm just hiding it with...
You made them. Once you go over those with white gesso, or once you go over them with gilding wax, or black
it works
gesso,
a treat.
You know,
So what I wanted to do first of all was show you resin.
Mixing glitters.
Because I don't really use resin much, and the finished samples with resin are fabulous. So if you've got resin, then definitely give this a go. So... And the nice thing is about this resin, this ivory resin, it does dry within, I think it's about 60 minutes.
Okay.
So whereas the other one, it needs a good 24 hours.
Yeah, you'd leave it
But
overnight.
the ivory resin is about 60 minutes. So it's half and half as well, half chips, half rice.
1 and 1.
So
1 to 1, yeah.
Yep. Half chips, half rice.
Is that a thing? Half chips, half rice? I don't think I've ever had that before.
Wow, it's a taste sensation, Matt.
Is it really?
Yeah,
half chips, half rice.
It's what me and Luke called our workshop because it's a bit northern.
Really?
Half chips, half rice.
Half chips, half rice.
It's great. It's half chips, half rice.
I should look forward to that.
Yeah, it's something that I highly recommend. So pop your resin, so half and half, and then you give it a good stir. Now the other resin, you have to stir it for 3 minutes. I found with this one it works even if I got bored after a minute.
And you not do it for the full 3?
Because this one, it doesn't say a stirring time on it. It just says make sure you stir it properly.
Just mix it basically because it needs to react.
The one I'm using is, I think it's from Pentart, that one.
Yep, okay.
It's either Stamperia or Pentart, but I think it's Pentart. That's the one we're using. So yeah, give it a good stir because you do want it to mix. Because it's two-part, they both have to combine properly in order to set properly. So that should do it. So when you're doing resin, obviously be careful with your pour. I might use this big one because it is my favourite.
Yes,
this is just divine. Now I have used air dry clay, you know me. You know, there's bits and bobs in that, but it'll be fine. So, pouring the resin in. Now, resin it can affect your skin. It can be a skin irritant. So, if you find that you are susceptible to things like that, then wear gloves. There are gloves in the pack. They do come with gloves in the pack. And I'm literally just pouring it in. Now, if you want, use, a pourer, proper little pourer, because the pots, you know how it is. You know how it is. Yeah. You want it there and it comes out the bottom.
Yeah, I've got a teapot like that.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then when you think, okay, then I'll do it so it comes out the bottom on purpose, and then it comes out. But don't overfill it, because what happens, it starts to move. Can you see it? It starts to travel down, so it's actually filling there.
It is gradually filling it.
It does it. It does it itself. Yeah. So it's almost, it's kind of like it's self-leveling. So it goes through all the channels and it's just working its way down. So I'm just allowing a little bit more.
Good that we've got the choice though. What we use is a high quality silicone. So, get your hot glues, get your air dry clays, get your normal polymer clays, whatever it might be, and craft away and reuse it.
That's the lovely thing about it. I mean, I must admit, I don't use resin much, but I am going to do now. It has, honestly, the results have been, that's a gunky bit. Hold on, bear with. That's a dirty pot, isn't it?
Watched you stir it,
oh yeah, that's what was already in the pot. Obviously, you do not waste anything, and I must admit, even the bits. Look at this. That was just a bit of extra resin, so I could only fill a little bit, but doesn't that look cool?
Yeah.
So don't waste any, even if you're only filling part of a mould, use it.
You could do a tiny bird with the last bit.
Absolutely, because you've got so many gorgeous little elements. So there we go. So with that one little pot, I've managed to fill 3 good size. Now pop that to one side. I've got some I prepared earlier for you that have dried, and I'll just do that. So I've wiped that out, so it's ready to go again. So this one, obviously, put to one side. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Like so. But look at this. This is how easily they release.
When did you, sorry, did you tell me?
So I did these this afternoon.
Oh, okay, so a few hours drying time.
Look at this. Nice. These are, look at the little ones.
Oh, yeah,
whoa, this is why you want to use resin, because look at these, and because it's resin, this is hard. You know, they feel amazing. They pick up all that detail. Look at that. All the little teeth, and look how many
so
you're doing.
It, dry brush it, you're making it. You know, you'd be there a long time buying your embellishments, and you know what, each to our own, and when we want to buy a pack of embellishments we can, but you know, now you can make your own.
Look at how many embellishments you're making.
And you
all
can make those
cogs.
look metal, but in no time, can't you, with metal
and
techniques?
That's a beautiful thing. You've got that many painting techniques to use. So you can use resin, and it sounds, you know, it's amazing. So you can use your resin. Obviously, you can use your air dry clay. Where did I put me out there? I put me air dry clay. Oh my goodness, it is really busy.
Stock's gone on that one-day special at the moment. Yeah, busy one.
Now your air dry clay.
We're not long into the show. Yeah, 25 minutes in.
Good grief. Now with air dry, there's a lot of different air dry clays on the market. I use one that I already had open. When you're using an air dry clay, where did I put my? Oh, do you know? Sorry, I was so organised.
Got 2 pairs of eyes better than one. What
in my head.
What are you looking for?
It was the cornflour that I've put in a very safe place.
Okay,
it might work without, to be fair. I'll try it without.
Depends how dry your clay is, really, doesn't it? If it's a bit, if it's still a bit wet and tacky,
I'll try it without.
Avoid.
I don't think I'm going to need it. I think it'll be fine. Right. So with air dry, you will have obviously seen our Catherine using a clay, but you're literally just working a little bit in. Yeah, I've put that I know I put it on my trolley, but where I put it after that is a mystery. Could be anywhere, Matt. Could be anywhere. See, so literally just squidge that in. Shall we see if it just comes out? Because look, I don't think I need it.
What have you done without it? Yeah, we're okay.
Now, look at that detail in that. Isn't that just amazing?
But especially when you go over it.
How quick and how easy. Obviously, because it's air dry clay, you're then able to shape it. So if you leave it, say you left it over something, you know, to keep that shape.
A pen or a pencil or a dowel or something.
It'd keep that shape. If you're using things like the 3D glue or any of your, you know, your solutions, you literally just put those in with your palette knife. So pop them in, that's done. So colouring. If you've got, so that one's a resin one. Let me just put that back. I just thought I'd do a quick, easy techniques with Moulds, just in case someone's brand new. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know, do you? Yeah. So we have to make sure we cover all bases. So I've got gesso. So your white gesso is brilliant. Now I'm gonna, I already put my finger in it because there's a blob there. I love how I think I'm organised and then I seem to still make an absolute mess.
You're organised.
I'm organised. So.
Believe everything I say. You're organised.
Believe. So this is one of the clear resins. And as you can see, very clear indeed. So all you want to do, if it's resin, go over your white gesso. So you just squidge your white gesso on. This will give it a key because obviously it's a plastic, isn't it? So you want to have your white gesso, that's going to give it a key. I must admit, the ivory, I really like the colour of the ivory. I'm still going to put my white gesso on and then I can paint over it. But look at the colour, it gives a lovely colour on that ivory. Doesn't that look beautiful? Obviously, with your air dry clay, so that's air dry. Air dry, you don't really need your gesso. Because that's already very porous, your air dry clay is going to be fabulous. Look at how that has dried. You know, I have managed to shape that beautifully. So, pop your gesso on, but then what LaBlanche of Stencils, these fantastic mixed media liquids. Now, I've not used these before. These were brand new. These are exclusive to LaBlanche.
Okay.
And they're like a fluid. If I show you these, first of all, let me show you on a piece of paper, because these look really interesting. So, for instance...
Okay, we better see what you're doing. We don't want to miss what you're doing. But you get 3. You get olive green there. You get warm grey, but you also get black. Just there, so you do get all 3, all for $10.99, and we'll see how to use them and how to get the best out of them right now. I guess $10.99 extended delivery on everything, including your one-day special today because it's coming from Germany.
So they're a liquid acrylic. So if I went just on plain cardstock, I'll do it on plain cardstock first of all. When you put it on plain cardstock, watch this. Look how intense it looks. One little drop. That just looks pure black, doesn't it?
Jet black.
Yeah. So, look at this. But they all look exactly the same. Because the pigments are that intense.
Whoa, okay. That's olive green, maybe, but I don't know until you draw it out.
So then, but look.
Oh, no, it's not.
Now, look at this. The lovely thing about these,
Yes, it was, yeah.
These are really good for your vintage.
Ooh.
These are very, very vintage tones.
Okay.
And look at the black.
And there's black, yeah,
Yeah,
jet black.
yeah, I've mixed it a bit with olive green. Now, look how light that can go down.
Yeah.
But the thing is with these...
So you choose.
Yes, the thing is, they are really transparent. So it means for something like... So this is... Oh, I've put a bit too much there, haven't I? So for something like... any of your mixed media, when you're layering, because these are transparent, like if I show you, if I go over this piece of paper, you can see before, but can you see?
You don't lose what's... Oh.
You can see underneath, which means with something like this, let me get a sponge, with something like this, you are creating that look at the depth.
It's like you're shooting through a lens, you're giving it like something different.
It gives it a real hue, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Look at that colour palette. Let me do one of the other ones. I won't do the black on this one, but I will do that, the warm grey.
Distressing your ephemera that are on the one-day special, the wonderful...
For layering.
Oh, yeah.
All your layering. It's just the beautiful for all that layering. And look at that. I love the texture. Even one colour over the other. Doesn't that look interesting? Now, obviously I'm not going to finish that because that isn't what I were doing. I were doing them on here.
I'd still buy them soon. 20% of those mixed media liquids are gone already.
Wow.
So yeah, they're very popular indeed. You get all 3 colours for $10.99.
So popping this on now. So I'm going on over the top of the gesso. Okay. Now, actually, that gesso might not have dried 100% because I didn't really give it enough time. So that's why, can you see, because it's not dried 100%, it's gone quite chalky, but I quite like that.
It's mixed with different effects.
Yeah, it looks really quite effective. The nice thing is, obviously, if you want to knock it back a bit, you can knock it back a bit. Now, let me just layer a bit more over the top there. And this time I've got some black on there. Oh, I think my black's dried too much. Yeah, it does, it's dried. Let me pop a bit of black on there, like so. So I can just sponge that on. And look at that colour.
Lovely.
Fabbing it. And then, obviously, because this is a liquid acrylic as well, there's loads of different techniques you can do because it's very fluid. You know, so it's brilliant. It's a liquid acrylics, you know, when they use for the pouring.
Yeah, yeah. All the techniques that we've learned with liquid acrylics and those acrylic inks, maybe all those techniques there, we can then transfer over here.
Absolutely. So loads of different, but just for doing quick distress techniques, it's really, I mean, that is so quick and easy for adding that colour on. So beautiful for working with this. Oh, that's a wet one, not that one. Now, if I pick up, so let me pick this one. See, look at our leaf. Look at that. So it goes right into the actual wet, into the
air dry clay, into the grooves, the veins.
And with the air dry clay, see, that's going to work differently. See, I'm only using the smallest amount.
Tiny,
yeah, I'm not using too much because you just don't need it. You know, I mean, look, that sinks in beautifully, and because this is so porous, it really hits. The other thing about the liquid acrylic, of course, it really emphasizes the grains. You know, it's not really thick. You know, some paints, some acrylics are really thick, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if you go a bit too far, you'll cover up all the detail. But with these, because they are such a fluid, it does mean
into the cracks and stuff.
And it means obviously you can see all that fantastic
Yeah, here we
texture.
go. Look at that.
Look at that texture. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, yeah. Even just with like one little dusting coat of paint,
And
you haven't had to
that's it.
mix blends and layer with other shades
And
or anything.
obviously what you'd then
It's
do,
really
you
cool.
do it properly, you'd be going around the edges, you make sure you coloured that in. Because of course I've used a mould, I've used the air dry clay, you want to hit all the edges. So that's how to colour them in. Yeah, they're nicer those, and remember they are
level,
exclusive to LaBlanche, so you can't get them anywhere else, they're theirs. And that's actually on the white card. I did it before as well.
Yeah,
so
where you
that's on
whooshed
the
it
white
across
card.
the white card.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, over 30% of the stock gone on the mixed media liquids as well. So yeah, warm grey, black
Love
and
them.
olive green you're getting there. So you get your 40 millilitres in each bottle and you're getting all three of them.
Really interesting. Right, shall we just... Now, this is... I am going to do, in the next demo, I will actually show you those fantastic papers. But I thought, let's do something really quick. Let's get this actually made up. Just dead easy. But what I wanted to do, actually... sorry, let me just get one of my stencils. Sorry, I'm rummaging now. Because right.
Oh, these stencils.
Yeah, I've gone a little bit off piece.
You've never seen
I weren't going
stencils
to use
this size.
this. Look at that.
Look at this.
I love these.
It's like an A2 or something
These
stencil.
are seriously
You're getting four of these.
cool.
Look, if we flash up a picture of these stencils and you thought, oh look, they've got 4 stencils on A3, sorry. Yeah, A3 size stencils, huge for $18.99. They are extended delivery, they're coming from Germany. 513474 to order now on those. In fact, you can see how big they are there, and that is a live shot in the studio, as proved by this man just walking past. There you go. Oh yeah. But yeah, you are getting all 4 of those big stencils. They are A3 in size.
That man walking past. Right, so...
Pretty tough looking guy. I don't know what his name is.
But he's sick, scary. So, what I've done with this, I have coloured the back with the paints that we got on the show, the fabric paints, and I've lightly gone over the top with the beautiful liquid acrylics. But I just wanted to give it a vintage look. I've then used the Crackle Glaze, so I've used the Crackle Glaze as well. Now, I haven't used this yet with the Crackle Glaze, but let me just see if I work it in and then buff it off. If this will colour tint it down. Because obviously, see, this is so nice, because with it, it doesn't go, you know, sometimes if you use your acrylics, they go too dark, they go too intense. But with this, I mean, it's just not too intense. It's almost like working with an ink as opposed to an acrylic. But it'll give you a really nice shading. And look at that. That looks, it's just darkened it. Oh, you can really see that.
Oh, yeah, that is looking good.
Doesn't it look good? And can you see the crackle glaze in that? Now, I only did this faint. I didn't do it really intense.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the stencils in action as well. I've just collected, looks like just cut to a shot of me with a bevy of beauties, a bevy of cushions. Are you well? I thought you were, yeah. So we've got a few cushions here with four different designs on your stencils.
Amazing.
Just in terms of home decor, you can't go wrong.
And if you love the colours, we have got the fabric paint on the show. But there, go for it, Ben.
Look at
He could
that.
put it on his head.
Oh, Ben's got another one.
There,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Look, here it
Look at
comes.
that.
Look,
I love
here's the
that.
other one. I can pretend I'm holding it with my fingertip. There you go.
Aren't they beautiful? These are beautiful stencils. The designs are just exquisite.
But the larger the better in regard to going onto furniture, like you say, you only do for those bigger projects.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
I really, how much at stencils? Only $18.99. I mean, obviously, you don't need to use them for the bigger projects if you don't want to. But of course, they're going to look amazing. Okay, so just done a bit of colouring in. I am very aware of time. How are we doing for time?
Yeah, okay, so it's about 20 minutes, yeah, just under 20 minutes.
Already gone,
yeah, I know,
or
so
20 minutes
sorry.
to go?
To go, yeah, 19 minutes actually.
Grief. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I kind of don't
18
want,
minutes, 44
I kind of got a bit carried away then. Look at that, now, look, the intensity
So you're
of that.
adding, you're adding
Doesn't
layering.
that look good?
Yeah.
It looks, I love this because it is this liquid paint. Which one am I using? That's the one. It's not too intense. You know, It's brilliant
Love
for
the
layering.
transparency thing, you know, for just adding that extra bit of colour and tone and layering and a bit of an effect. You're adding a visual effect, but you're not covering over what's underneath.
And I think with the colour of these, it almost adds, like with this now. So there, if it's a bit too heavy, if you take another sponge, you can literally just blend it out again. So it's not a big deal. Do you know what I mean? If you don't like it, you can literally just blend it out. That's dried quite quickly on there. But how gorgeous is that? And I think the colours that they've picked are really
useful, aren't they?
Atmospheric.
Yeah, atmospheric.
Aren't they? You know, because they're quite intense colours, really, really good for all the vintage looks. See, I've gone off piste, haven't I? I were meant to be sticking my embellishments on this, and instead I've ended up stenciling. But I just adore them, that's what it is. And then I'll put the black on there as well.
We're using the mixed media liquids, left-hand side of the screen to get your mixed media liquids, also using the stencils, bottom of the screen to get those. 40% gone on the mixed media liquids, and when Leonie says they're just really nice colours, it's so true, because you've got your olive green, your black, and also your warm grey over here. And because of the colour tones, because they're really good at sort of, you know, the black and the green, good at knocking something back, the grey, brilliant at giving a bit of shade. You're adding an extra lens, you're adding an extra layer, but you're not covering up what's in detail underneath. It's just shading.
It's funny actually, you know, because there's so many times when I could have done with these, you know, for different projects. It's like, oh yeah, I could have done with that, just that hint of colour, but nothing intense. Right, okay, so I'm going to stop messing about, and I'm not, I haven't wasted time, I've been playing.
You've just done something different to what you planned.
I've gone off on a random tangent. So what I'm going to do, just add some embellishments. I am going to do this relatively quick, just because I am really, really mindful that I want to get on and do the decoupage as well in this hour. So I'm going to pop, these are one of the metal embellishments that we've also got on the show, and they are, as usual, amazing. Now, this isn't the one that we've got on the counter.
Right.
It isn't those metal embellishments.
Because there are some metal embellishments in there, but they're smaller. They're not the big flourishy thing. So ignore the details coming up on the screen, but do get that ephemera kit, because you do get loads of embellishments. I think you get like something like 30 metal embellishments with that kit, like smaller ones. And then you've got a set of 48 metal embellishments. And here they are, larger ones. So you've got very, very filigree style ones like keys. You've got, you know, those ones that are very similar to like the head of a key. You've got corners. And then those larger, more oval-shaped ones as well. 400, 498 to all of those. You get 48 of them with it's half price. This is $14.99 to get all of them.
That's amazing. And they're seriously cool. So I'm just building this up now. So pop in a few of the gorgeous little flowers on there, like so. LaBlanche are amazing with the flowers. So I do believe that might be a cheeky bit of something you need to watch out for tomorrow.
Ooh, really?
I think. I think I might be right in saying it might be a cheeky little deal for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. What, like a deal?
Just
what,
for
like
that one
day only?
Just for a day.
Yeah. The deal of the day. That's
just
the thing.
that day. Tomorrow being that day.
Okay.
So look, this is what I love about it. So my flowers, metal embellishments, and then obviously my mould. So building it up, building all those beautiful elements up. Just popping those gorgeous things down. I would, after I've put these on and they've dried, that's when I'd come in and add more colour to these. Maybe I'd use I tell you what's lovely with these, any of your, you know, your waxes. Any of your waxes.
Oh, yes.
Even, right, I've used air dried clay and that one broke, but even the broken ones, because you can tuck them under, don't throw the broken ones away, because you're layering, and they're so handy for actually layering under.
The edge and off the edge sometimes, you know, when we're putting die cuts on the edge of something, and we'll hang off the edge and then we'll deliberately trim it, won't we?
Exactly.
So, never throw things away, never throw the broken ones away.
Yeah, this is a lovely thing about any of these that don't quite work right, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'm going to have a few little cogs up there.
Same rule with biscuits, don't throw the broken ones away.
I mean, that just goes without saying, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, who would throw a broken biscuit away?
No, eat those first.
I mean,
some supermarkets sell entire bags of them.
What is that about? Yeah, that's a business. Okay, I'm going to stop messing about because you've got the gist. So what I do next, to finish that off. It's looking quite nice. It needs a lot of finishing touches yet, of course. I colour tint these because obviously at the minute they're quite bright.
They're quite stark, they jump out.
Yeah. And then I definitely use a beautiful wax over the top, but then I'd bring the wax over this side as well, just to mix it up. But I love that. That image is phenomenal.
It's starting, isn't it?
Yeah. It's starting. And that's the lovely thing about it. You can see it building. Yeah. You can see where you're going with it.
And it's fun building it as well.
Oh, good
you don't
grief,
want to
it's addictive.
Literally,
Yeah, it's really addictive.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you them decoupage papers next.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. They were going so quickly at the beginning. On the website, hochanda.com, thanks to Leonie so far, but hochanda.com, there's more that we haven't even seen. There is a whole world of goodness on our website this evening. A whole undiscovered world of mounted stamps, of lovely, sort of beautiful filigree metalwork. You've got your lovely blending tools there as well. The LaBlanche apron coming with the ideas book. Stamps, we love stamps. We want more stamps. We've got them on the show. Also the puffy stickers, as well as today's deal of the day, your art colouring books there from Katie Sue. So 30% of the one-day special gone. Already gone, and this is it. If you've just tuned in thinking, what's the one-day special? What are you chatting about? Well, here it is. It's 7 different moulds, but you're getting in each mould so many different elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 or 8 just in that one mould. So there are 66 different forms that you are getting. Focus on the maple leaves just here, and as we tilt or move to the left, you've got this wonderfully ornate design here with that detail, the bow in the middle, the almost like a gem or a cabochon in the centre. More of your regular leaves now, so not the maple leaf, but your regular leaf. They're brilliant for bedding your flowers or backing your flowers on. And as we tilt down, you'll see your bird houses here. Note that bird in flight with the feathers, okay? Remember that, all right? And then you've got your other bird on the right-hand side there, and that doesn't look like a bird. It looks, which way is it now? It's down, it's this one here. It looks more like a sort of squashed strawberry at the moment, right? But you wait. Then you've got your urn or your bird table. Then you've got the bird house with home and then another bird, right? So, having remembered the maple leaf and the bird house, have a look at this. They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. This was Leonie sort of practicing and toying with different mediums. Don't worry about that. But over here, you've got your regular leaves, like rose leaves. There are your maple leaves. And cast your mind back to the autumn and to the end of the summer last year. Maple leaves, aren't they lovely? You get so many lovely colours in them. So get in there with your inks and your paints and everything and start making those lovely colours. These cogs are just absolutely ace. The detail on them is wonderful. And then here are those bird houses. Remember that bird in flight? There she is. And then that other little bird with the tail sticking out. Again, ever so cute for those. And then look at this birdhouse down below. That looks so real. Absolutely lovely. Using your mediums here, your texture paste, but also use your air dry clay and also your hot glues, your ultra thick embossing powders and stuff like that. Anything hot is always good, like resin as well. This is a clear resin. You want to paint over that and get that looking good. But get your gilding waxes out and start picking out some detail as well. And there's that massive one there with that gemstone centre. Love all these. You get in every mould basically for £22. The lovely thing is you can spread the cost. You can go for these over 2 months if you wish. It's just £22 today, working out around about £6.28 per mould it is here. And per mould, you're getting more than one design. There are 66 different forms and moulds actually built into the 7 actual moulds. You get lovely examples here where you're making your own. I mean, hands up, who's bought embellishments before? Yeah, I've got my hand up. I'm sure you have as well. Packets of embellishments, corners, they can be quite expensive. And hands up, who's going to continue to buy embellishments? Yeah, I've still got my hand up as well, because we will. But it's nice to have the moulds to make our own for certain events as well, whether it's for home decor, a card front, or for something more three-dimensional, or the front of a journal, or in this case, a big book. You've got your flourishes there, and you've got your cogs giving you that foreground detail for the frame. Any of these imagery pieces as well that are jumping out at you, think, oh, I like that, the chances are you'll find them on the Decoupage Papers and also on the 12 by 12 papers as well. So 871, this is the all-important item number to get it, 871-877. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't know why I should get one this special today, no one else is getting it. Well, we couldn't be further from the truth because we only launched it at 6 o'clock. We regularly have sellouts with LaBlanche, and likewise, this is going really, really fast. So, it's a £19 saving, $43.99 plus delivery. Last time we checked, I think it was like something like a quarter of the stock had already gone. Is it 30% now? Okay, so it's jumped up again, 30%. Nearly a third of the stock gone in just kind of the first hour or so, because it's 10 to 7 now. Now, we do have not only a saving there on our one day special, but also some really good offers across the hour with half the stock already gone. You are about to see this being demonstrated. It involves 6 sheets for your mixed media projects. You're watching Hochanda. This is LaBlanche giving you a decoupage paper kit. It's 124180 to order it. Unbelievable price at £9.99 in order to get it. Half the stock already gone. So, Leonie, you said about drenching this, like literally dunking it in water.
Indeed. Right, now, how much time have I got? 7 minutes. Okay, depending on time, I'll see how many techniques, because there's another really cool technique. Okay. So, what I've got, first of all, I know, and breathe. I'm worried about it selling out, because I've got about 3 demos prepped with this. So, it's like, shall I try and squidge one into one?
Squidge.
Okay, so the base, first of all. Now, if you're going onto a light base, it's probably better, because if you go onto a dark base, it might affect what it picks up underneath. However, at the minute, this is too white, obviously. And I prefer to paint it before we actually start to add the colour onto it. Now, I'm going to use, we've got these beautiful paints.
Yes,
now, these are fabric paints, but they don't, obviously, they don't have to be used on fabric, but these are delicious. And I've done the little cards.
Oh gosh, on black and white.
Yeah, look at those. I mean, they are a little bit beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous colour palettes. And you can see whatever they work on, they look good. But because it's a fabric paint, I haven't done the full thing. I just wanted to test it.
So you're not limited to using it on fabric. You use it on like canvases, and obviously because it's canvas fabric, but card and paper as well as fabric.
Absolutely.
It just opens up a mountain of opportunity.
But on fabric, look, because this is important, that it stretches.
Yes, it's not crunchy or cracky.
No, and you can see it's stretching there. You can still squidge it up. It doesn't. I haven't set this yet. I haven't ironed it, but when you've ironed it, you will be able to wash it as well. But you can see all the beautiful the thingy. What's it do?
Cushions. There's the
cushions.
We called them something else the other day.
Yes.
Sponges.
Sponges.
That never did catch on. I stopped doing it like the next day.
I
was
forgot.
like, I'm not going to do it.
I absolutely forgot.
I got waylaid. I think I saw some food and just panicked.
Forgot.
So yes, cushions or sponges, if you want to call them sponges, you can. But if you use them on the, sorry, have LaBlanche used them on some of the? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are. I mean, the results are absolutely amazing. So of course you can use them on them, but I thought, well, you know, I am going to use a little bit on my canvas, because I want to create a base, and they are really, really pretty. So first of all, let's do a little wash. Actually, I prefer to put them on with a sponge. So let me get a sponge. I don't know if we've got the sponges on the show. Have we got those?
We would normally. We've had them last time we featured LaBlanche. We had the sponges on. I guess sometimes you can't always put everything on.
No, and there is a lot.
Best way to find the sponges is to go shop by brand with LaBlanche on the website hochanda.com, and then find LaBlanche's logo and click on there. You should find the sponges.
Because look how quick you can get your coverage with sponge. They're really, it just, you know, rather than faffing with your brush. There we go. Now, the one I'm using, this one is, I don't know what it's called actually. It's that really nice
golden
purple
grey,
one.
I think, is it? Yeah, golden grey, I think.
Oh, it's on lead.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful colour, because it's like, looks a bit aubergine.
Aubergine, yeah. So that comes with the Reich gold, the rich gold there. So you're getting the gold grau and the Reich gold there together. Golden grey and rich gold.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They dry. I mean, look at that. Obviously, I'm using a heat gun, but that dries super quick with the heat gun as well. But there's some lovely colours. I think that's my favourite that you've got there.
Yes. The Silbrig Turkis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the Grünlich Silber.
That's one of my favourite colours ever.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I saw as soon as I woke up this morning, I thought my day would be better if I see something that's Grünlich Silber, and there it is. You know,
right in front of you.
Yeah. I mean,
your prayers were answered, my friend.
Yeah, they were. My colour prayers.
Yeah.
So there, those two. I miss my German. I do. I loved it at school. I really do. I'm trying to get that back again.
Good.
Oh, not good enough to get the exam, but not, you know.
In real life.
Yeah, I'd like to. I play Xbox with a German guy sometimes, and we try and talk to each other.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I've never met him. Just chat to him on the headset.
Oh, I wonder if he's watching. Does he know you're on telly?
Well, Elmo, no, he doesn't watch crafting shows.
Does he not?
Yeah, his name's Elmo.
Elmo.
Hi, Elmo. You won't be watching. Yeah.
Elmo.
Yeah.
It's in Elmo's Fire.
So, yes, a bit as in that. Yeah.
Wow.
He won't be watching.
Oh, well, you never know. Maybe he's Googled you. Other what's-its are available.
Search engines.
Yeah, I'm going over the top. Look at that with that liquid paint. How good does that look? It gives it, look at that, it gives it a real smoky look, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and again, because you can still see underneath it, you can still see that colour, but it just looks fabulous. How much time have I got?
2 minutes.
Right, I'm going to stop doing that. She says, carrying on doing it. I know, right, I know, right, stop. What I will do is in second hour, because I'm worried about the decoupage kit, I will do another, sorry, I'm just trying to find my glue. I will do another one.
Because I think it was half the stock, I think. Yeah, over that now. Yeah, over half the stock gone on the decoupage kit. It may last until tomorrow morning. It may not. I mean, with LaBlanche, it's always best to get things straight away. Very rarely do we have any more that we can get access to. So when things are gone, they're gone with LaBlanche usually, and not that we know of. I think everything we've got is on the show. So what I've done, a layer of glue. Yeah. It's decoupage glue, a really light layer. Now, I've only brought a little tub of water. I've done this on purpose because I'm lethal, and I knew if I tried to bring a big tub of water, I'd end up just spilling it on myself. Yeah. So at home, I was using my sink. Here, I weren't going to bring the sink in because that would daft. And I know I should have brought a little bigger tub, but there was no way I was going to do that. No, don't. You have to know yourself, don't you? Limit yourself to 350 mil of water in the studio. Yeah. So if there is a maximum spillage, it's only 350 mil. Exactly. And I mean, I had to walk from. In fact, I didn't have to walk from the kitchen really, because we got anyway. I'll stop talking about that, because look what I'm doing. I'm putting paper in water. You are, yeah. That's what I'm doing, and I'm not even thinking about it. And it's the strangest thing, because it's nice? Just. Well, yeah. Getting in there. It just hasn't fallen to pieces. So don't worry about it. Don't think, oh, it's going to disintegrate. It doesn't. It is absolutely fine. And then you pop it on your piece. I have never, ever done any decoupage like that. And then all you do is just go over with your cloth. Start from the centre. Oh, Leonie, we're counting down 10 seconds or so. Yeah, but look, we've done it. Look at that. In seconds. That's amazing. It's adhered and it's in there. I go over with another layer of glue. Decoupage papers. 8 o'clock for Leonie.